Welcome and good morning. I'm Colleen Anderson.
And I'm Nancy Jurek.
And this is Perfect Pair.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on Perfect Pair today. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, which is really the only way to watch it. So please give us hearts and likes and thumbs up and all the good stuff. You may notice this is not Kara. Kara is taking a well-deserved vacation.
She is. Yes. I bet she's having fun.
Yes, along with Mr. KP, her son. They are both gone, and it's a bummer, but I'll allow it.
I know, we're a little lonely.
So if Kara and KP, if you're watching, good morning. Hope you're having a good time. All right, so quilts on set today. Behind us is the Kite Runner made with the verdigris fabric. This is the one I made for Matt.
I can always tell which way should I
know,
move.
right? This is the one I made for Matt for Father's Day, so he did get it, and then I took it back. Sorry, Matt. He'll get it eventually.
He doesn't want it today. It's too hot.
It's too hot, yeah, exactly. And then behind Mr. GP, our wonderful producer today, that is the Jewel. It's sideways, and that is the one I made for my dad out of Cedar Crest Falls. So
love it. Love it.
Yeah. So
did he love it?
He hasn't seen it yet.
Oh.
They were up at the cabin.
Oh.
So hopefully tonight I
Fun.
will give it to him.
Fun.
So yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Let's see. We have a recipe for you today. It was my turn for a recipe. And
thank goodness it wasn't my turn. I don't think I could have talked Matt into making something.
I know, right? Matt's really valuable with cooking, so
yeah.
It's pretty great. So many of you probably don't know, it's not advertised, but one of my favorite foods is s'mores. Are s'mores? Is s'mores?
One of my favorite foods is
s'mores. For those of you not in the U.S., s'mores is the best little campfire treat. It's graham crackers, chocolate, usually Hershey's, which I know is a downgrade, but it melts really great.
It does.
And marshmallows, and you make it into a sandwich. And marshmallows are cooked over the campfire. They melt, and it melts the chocolate. It's great. Highly recommend. So that's one of my favorite
Mine
foods.
too.
Oh, they're so
I have
good.
a s'mores cookbook.
Do you really?
Yes, I'll bring it in so you can see it.
Oh my
a
gosh.
whole cookbook of s'mores recipes.
I did not know such a thing existed.
I know.
All right, well, anyway, so my recipe this month has to do with s'mores. It is the frozen s'mores, which is really nice when it's just too hot for a campfire. And so the ingredients are very, very simple. It involves boxed instant chocolate pudding, whole milk, Cool Whip, graham crackers, of course, cream cheese, marshmallow cream, and then just a tiny bit of salt. And the directions are there. It involves no cooking, and yet I still had Matt make it for me. But it's really easy. I probably could do it.
I think you could.
I probably could. Anyway, so Matt and Clara actually came in yesterday and used the GE kitchen to make them because we made a test batch at home. He made a test batch at home. And they were great, but they melt very quickly, and we were kind of wondering how are we going to get them to here to work. So they came in and made them, and so they've been hanging out. So anyway, yeah.
Here they are.
Here they are. So you can either use a fork or...
They are really frozen. Yum.
Yes, they're very good. You can use a fork. You can eat it like a ice cream sandwich. So good. They make me so happy. And the nice thing is they can hang out in your freezer. You can just eat one every day.
One for breakfast, one for lunch, one for dinner.
Exactly. They were gone in my house in like 5 seconds. So,
Yum.
they are so good.
I'm going to have to keep that.
Yeah. All right. Do we have any national days today?
We do have some national days. It's National American Eagle Day, which is a big deal.
Yeah, and you went to that one eagle place in Wabasha?
Yes, it's called the National Bald Eagle Center, and it's an information center and rehabilitation center for bald eagles, and it's really fascinating. If you ever get to Minnesota, it's right on the Mississippi, and so you can see the eagles out the window, and they're there they're there 365 days a year, so good job. It's also National Vanilla Milkshake Day. Yes, yum, 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 yum. And Ice Cream Soda Day. It's really must be summer here because of ice cream, vanilla ice cream, ice cream soda. and National Hike with a Geek Day. So I'm thinking you and me. I'm not going to say which one is the geek, or maybe we're both geeks.
I will claim the title. I'm a pretty big geek.
I am too, really.
My husband Matt is even bigger.
And your kids let you know every day.
Every day. We're so uncool. So, yeah, grab a geek, go outside.
Absolutely. How fun would that be?
All right. So some new things I did this past month. At first I was thinking I wasn't very busy. And then I kind of went through my phone and looked through the pictures, and yeah, I did a few things. So I think it was late last month, we went up to northern Minnesota to the Lost 40. And that was really cool. Oscar's going to do a 4-H project on it. And
it's an amazing place.
It's really cool.
It's
and Colleen
really
is the one
amazing.
that first told me about it. I didn't even know it existed. And it's, do you want to tell?
Yeah, so it's 40 acres of virgin, if you will. There are only 40 acres of original timber in Minnesota.
Yes.
That has not been forested.
Yep.
So
There was a survey mistake way, way back in the day, and they thought there was a lake there. Turns out there wasn't, and so they just never went there to cut down those trees.
yeah, it's
So
amazing. I think
it's beautiful.
the surveyors got tired and they just said, hey, let's just say that's a lake. And they said, all right. And let's call it a lake.
And I don't think they found the error until the 1960s. I think that's what it was. So, I mean, it's beautiful.
Now it's a state park.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw that last picture. There's Oscar's standing by the tree. Very, very tiny.
Look at him.
But it was a beautiful place. If you're in Minnesota or coming to Minnesota, I really recommend going there. It was just beautiful. So
All the geeks go there.
all the geeks go there to hike. And then we were busy with lacrosse, of course. There was a big lacrosse tournament the other weekend. Unfortunately, Elsa's team did not win, but she got to play goalie, which
Yay.
is something she's super excited about. So there she
Look
is.
how little she is.
Yeah, she made a few saves.
Fun.
Let a few in. It's fine. She's little.
Yes.
And then this past weekend, we were up in Duluth for the Minnesota Quilt Show. It's me and Geesley riding
Oh,
up.
GP.
GP, I'm sorry. We were riding up with the trailer. You ready to set up? And then that is Kara and her son Court. He's going to be our new long armor, I think. He really liked it. So that was a lot of fun.
He had fun.
And then it was just beautiful up there. That was right after we finished loading in, and the sky was looking beautiful. Thankfully, we didn't get rained on too much, so
No.
it was really nice.
Right there in Lake Superior.
Yeah.
So cool.
And then me and Kara, of course, had to enjoy a good drink. So
Yum.
It was
Yum.
wonderful.
We travel well as a group.
We do travel
Ooh,
well as
yes.
a group. And the Airbnb we stayed
Oh
in
my
was
gosh. Oh my gosh.
stunning.
So, is this? Should I pick up here now, or you keep talking?
You can keep going.
Okay. So let's talk some more about Duluth. It was so much fun. It was the Minnesota Quilters Show, and we won an award there last year, and we won an award there this year.
Yeah.
The most inspiring booth. So there's Billy, and how fun that is, and we just had a blast. We did a lot of demos. There we are with, Michael says blowing minds all day long, and it's always fun to demo this stripology
Yes,
rulers.
you were at it day after day, all day.
So much fun.
Yeah,
So much
I'm
fun.
shocked you didn't lose your voice.
I am very soft spoken, so it lasts. Then of course Gudrun was there for a talk on the learning stage, and there she is. And the Minnesota Quilters people say, when Gudrun's speaking, we always grab all the chairs because it's standing room only. And so if you get a chance to hear her, obviously you want to go and hear her speak because she's got great stories to tell.
Yes, and she's very inspiring.
Yes.
I just saw her lecture for the first time in North Carolina, and I was just like blown away.
Yeah.
It was almost like I
Yeah.
was totally new to GE. And
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
really great. So
Absolutely.
I really encourage anyone, if you can, get a lecture in with Gudrun.
For
do it.
sure. There's our cool booth. We had patterns and samples and bundles, books, and all kinds of wonderful things. And there is our booth again. You can see the bundles hanging on the wall on the right, and there's Aurora in the background, and everybody wanted
Loved it.
that
Yeah.
Aurora.
We
Yes.
sold out twice.
Yes.
We brought the original amount, sold out of that pretty quick. Then the next day, Kara brought some, and we sold out of that before 11.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
And I have a picture of one item from our Airbnb, and this was in my sunroom, and I got the nicest bedroom, and then I had a little sunroom, which is so perfect. And then look there's a treadle machine made into a table that was in my sunroom, which
And
I
it
love.
actually spun.
Yeah, it actually, yeah, so I got all my exercise in just sitting there, paddling back and forth. It's my
playing
own
with
little cubie. And then yesterday was Juneteenth. So we had a holiday here at GE and a federal holiday in the U.S. Marking the end of slavery. And Jeff and I went to see Minnehaha Falls. And this is a park right in the heart of Minneapolis. And Minneapolis has lots of lakes and parks. And Minnehaha Falls was rushing. This is the biggest I've seen the falls because we've had rain every single day.
Just about every
Yeah,
day,
we're
yeah.
having flooding and rain, but makes for a beautiful waterfall at Minnehaha.
And I guess we got out of Duluth just in time because I saw videos
Yes.
of it just flooding, like flash
The
floods.
streets and neighborhoods,
yeah.
absolutely.
So I hope everyone in Duluth is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I've been talking to you all about my son and his lovely bride, Catherine, and there they are in Hawaii enjoying their honeymoon. They're there for 12 days and looks like they're having fun.
Oh, they're so cute.
I know, they're such sweetie pies.
I love
I
love.
know.
It's great.
And they just, they're just mad about each other. So, so
That's
fun,
awesome.
Fun.
Good. Oh, questions
Oh,
already.
yay, I love questions. Yes. Will
Yes.
we be at the Houston Festival? Yes.
Yes, we will. Yep.
Absolutely. And we will be at the festival. We'll also be doing a stripology certification workshop there.
Yes.
So if you have been thinking about that workshop, let us know, and we'll give you the details on that. And really fun, and a chance to develop some skills and begin to teach.
Yeah.
So and add to your teaching.
It's a great class. Colleen, what do you do with all the fabric you cut with the various stripology rulers? Like
Well,
at the shows, I'm guessing. You're
Yes.
asking.
So I intentionally bring projects that need finishing. So I had probably 200 blocks that needed squaring up. So there were just little bits left over from that. And I intentionally cut into 10-inch squares and 5-inch squares because we use those for our little training kits.
Yep.
And then I also, let's see, what else did I have? Oh,
Flying
flying
geese.
geese.
That's a big draw.
That's a big draw and like a mind blower, of course, if you haven't done the no crying flying geese. So I bring the same size all the time and we'll put those into something. And then I had a little box, literally like this, of scraps. And I put a sign on it that says free, and someone is always delighted to grab that.
Yep.
So I don't end up with a lot of scrap, I'm proud to say.
It's really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So thanks for
That's
asking.
a good question. Any other questions? All right. Moving along, we want to recognize last month's winner. So last month we had a question. It was, have you ever done something nice for your neighbor or vice versa? So I picked 3 people from YouTube and Facebook. Our first winner is Cheryl Venberg Anderson. She said our neighbor opened her garage door to look for our lost, I can't ever get this right, lost cat. The cat was in a closet in a bag, but our dear neighbor was so helpful looking. And Cheryl, there's a few Cheryl Andersons, so if this is you, could you please email me so we can get you your charm pack. Our second winner is Julie Richter. She said, my neighbor always feeds my dog treats.
Gesundheit.
Bless you. My neighbor always feeds my dog treats. Minnie has a special bark for him to tell him when she wants a treat. They buy treats just for her.
Aww.
So that's so sweet. I love neighbors that love their neighbor's dog.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
things can go either way.
Yes.
And it's just really
Yeah.
nice when everyone gets along. And then our last winner is Doris Tasker. I have the best neighbors. He cleans my driveway of snow in the winter. I was able to help him by transporting him to radiology several times for his treatments. So that is awesome.
Yes,
I love neighbors helping neighbors,
I do
people
too.
helping people.
I do too.
So congrats to you 3. You will be sent a charm pack, hopefully getting out today. And thank you everyone for leaving comments. We love comments,
I do too.
preferably good comments.
Yes, yes. Yeah. If you don't like the show, tell us right away. And if you do like the show, tell everyone.
Yes,
If
exactly.
there's something we don't do, yeah.
So later on in our show, we will have another question that you can comment for a chance to win a charm pack.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned. All right. So
We have some favorites.
Favorites.
Yes. So my favorite this time is Steam-A-Seam, and it is, there's a picture of it. We have Lite Steam-A-Seam 2. It's a double stick light fusible web, and it is great for fusing pretty much anything. I have a picture, I have a little piece of it on the table here. So I'm going to show you how I did this, but basically I will peel off one paper, and I'll fuse it to my fabric, and then I'll cut out my pieces, and then I'll peel off the other paper, and I'm ready to go. So it's my favorite double-sided fusible, and the thing I like most about it is it's repositionable, so I can put it on my project. If I don't like it there, I can move it, and until I iron it, it stays there forever. We have it in 3-yard lengths, and you can look up Steam-A-Seam and find it at gequiltdesigns.com.
I have a question about that.
Okay.
How is it different than like heat and bond?
Yeah, heat and bond, very similar. Same product in terms of being double-sided, paper on two sides with the fusible in the center. Heat and bond doesn't have the tackiness to it before you fuse it.
Fuse it.
Yep. So Steam-A-Seam is more like a Post-it note. You can put it down and pick it up and move it. And heat and bond doesn't have the grip.
Gotcha.
But they're both excellent products. So
Good to know.
we have that.
I've never used it.
Yeah,
so.
we have that too.
And Colleen uses it religiously. So.
Yeah, lots.
Oh, GP, come on, man. Get it together. All right, so yes, Sharon loves a repositional feature.
Yes,
so
me too.
That seems like it would be really helpful.
Yeah.
Especially with our upcoming topic.
Yes,
but we'll get to that
for
later.
sure.
My favorite product lately has been the tape measure, which is so simple and I think it's underrated. But the one we carry is 120 inches, and I, for a while, was stealing it from our long arm room all the time. And I think Julie was getting annoyed with me. So thankfully, we have like 2 more throughout our warehouse, and it disappears because of me frequently. So I use it to measure my quilts. I let Julie, our long armor, know the size, and that's really helpful. And then I also just use it to measure my top, middle, and bottom of my quilt to make sure it's not like, sorry,
Right.
my hands are all, make sure it's not all weird or anything. So this is really helpful to have just as a general tool.
Yes. The price point is good.
Yeah, it's really good. I think it's only $3 or $4.
Yeah, grab 5 of them.
Yep.
Add
gift
add them to your Christmas gift bag.
Yeah, yep. So in addition to our favorites, we also have perfect picks. My perfect pick for this month is this Halloween line called Eerie. I love it.
Fun?
I am not a Halloween person, and I just adore this. It's by Art Gallery, which I love that company. I love their fabrics, and I haven't yet made anything with them. So I'm excited. I plan on making the Katie pattern, and specifically, I'm making it for my sister-in-law, Kate. I've mentioned her before when I've talked about Halloween. She is from Anoka, which is the Halloween capital of the world.
Yes.
And
Self-named.
yeah, self-named. And but they do make a big deal out of it.
4
She loves-
parades.
yeah, that's nuts. If you love Halloween, go to Anoka because they're crazy. Anyway, so this time I'm actually going to make her a Halloween quilt. This is the perfect fabric for it. She loves purple. I did get started with a few blocks on the overhead.
Oh, look at how pretty they are.
And so I just got
Nice
started.
job.
I added this seedling longan to there, and then I'm thinking about adding seedlings licorice,
Pretty.
and then some other ones since her favorite color is purple. This floral elements mulberry, and then maybe this deco stitch raisin. I'm not quite
Nice.
sure. I'm gonna
Nice.
make a twin size because the lap is really on the smaller side. And so I just wanted to add in a few more.
Nice job.
Otherwise, I could use 2 bundles, but I think I'm just going to add in some
Yeah.
other colors.
Fun.
So-
Fun.
So yeah.
Are you gonna
Oh yeah, we can quick show the
Yeah,
fabric too.
let's show
I
the
totally
fabric.
forgot, you guys. All right.
We want to see it all.
So just a quick rundown of the fabric. There's this really pretty floral with the orange and the purple and the black, of course. Then we have more Halloween-y fabric with the pumpkins and the skulls. There's
love
cute
it.
little mushrooms.
But they look happy. They don't look
I
scary.
know, exactly.
Boo.
They're happy to be there. Then we have these adorable ghosts.
I love these. Look at the expressions on their
Oh,
faces.
very emotive.
Yes.
Is that the right word?
Yes.
Emotive? Okay.
You want your ghosts to be emotive.
Exactly.
I do.
We have this great stripe. I really love the skulls and crossbones. Then we have this mask fabric. There's little
Love
masks.
that. Love that.
And this one I really love. And this one doesn't even have to be Halloween,
Mm-mm.
but it has like moths and flowers and plants. Very pretty. And then this great purple one, the typography, which we all know and love, with Happy Halloween, scary, boo, creepy, trick or treat, that sort of thing. Then another floral, the same as that one, I believe, just with a different background.
Very pretty.
A small floral with little skulls mixed in, very classy.
Mm-hmm.
And then this almost looks like batik.
It does.
Just a cute little design there. And some spiders and their webs. And cats playing with pumpkins. So yeah, like I said, I might add in those 4 different ones or maybe 3. I don't know yet, but still working on it.
Love it. Love it.
It's a really cute line. And if we run out, I think we might be getting more.
I love Halloween fabrics. I love Halloween fabrics. Well, my favorite this time is Bahia.
Bahia Flora.
Yep, I was going to say Baja Tortilla Grill, but I knew that wasn't it.
I keep wanting to call it Benihana, so.
The bag just fell on the floor, so I can't remember the name of it. But look at how pretty this is. How fun is this? And my pattern is Teen Spirit. And I picked Teen Spirit because I think it'd be great with this fabric. And also because we have a Teen Spirit class in the classroom next Thursday.
Yeah.
So
if you're local, join us.
If you're local, come and make Teen Spirit with us. So there, I'll move that over there. Okay, so here are the fabrics from this bundle. I love pink and orange and blue and all these fun colors. And this is just a really bright and festive and happy looking bundle with all these, like I say, pink. And then we move into some fun greens. Aren't these fun? Same print here with just very different coloration. And then a smaller, what are these, some leopards in there?
Cheetahs?
I think they do look like cheetahs to me.
Some sort of spotted cat.
Some, yes. And then the same floral print on the green background. A few more bumbleberries, which I love. I have a noisy chair. I'm trying to move without moving my body. Another print, so fun.
This one is gorgeous.
I
love
know.
that yellow in
Isn't
there.
that fun? And then another star print. Listen to my chair now. I can't stop hearing it. Hey, producers, are you hearing my chair?
No, they're not hearing
Oh,
it.
good.
So
Okay.
hopefully you guys aren't.
I heard it right away.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. It's not just, it's not all in my head. So here is Bahia Flora, and I really love it. I did do a poll, just a couple items. So if I were going to do this and I needed a background, I'd be tempted to go white because there's just so much color here. And I think I would need something very calming and light to balance out the darks. If I were going to do like Nikki and I needed an accent, I have 2 options. Whoa, look at that, and look at that.
That would be so cool.
Canvas indigo and grunge purple. So how that would just be so bold and such a fun accent. Grunge purple, canvas indigo, Nikki.
Would you add those in just with the Teen Spirit, or would you just
No,
keep it at the
no,
bundle?
Teen Spirit, I would just use the bundle as it is. But if I needed an accent, the sort of the scrappy with accent, then
Yeah.
I would pull one of these in. So
Yeah, very
fun,
pretty.
fun. So that's my pick.
Yay! All right, so many of you have been doing the temperature quilt along with me and Kara. Kara, unfortunately, is a little behind, but that's okay. I'll allow it.
No shaming.
No shaming. Sometimes life is just busy. So
She's busy.
she's very busy. So I did get my month of May done. It is coming out of Colleen's head right now.
There it is.
So it's right there. Unfortunately, it's not very interesting. A lot of the temperatures were just in the 70s to 74. So that's my bumbleberries, my pink bumbleberries. You know, you get what you get. Honestly, that's a great temperature, though, so no complaints.
Right. We'll suffer through that.
We'll suffer through the 70s. So, but yeah, I got mine done. I just want to remind anyone who wants to join, it's not too late. You can do 2024 or you can do a previous year, whatever you want. Melanie's caught
All
up.
right.
That's awesome,
Good job.
Melanie. Send a picture in the Facebook group. We'd love to see it.
Jennifer says she's way behind.
That's okay, Jennifer.
You'll catch up.
You'll catch up. No big deal. I mean, these temperatures
summer.
aren't going to change. They'll be
No.
these temperatures
Right.
forever.
Now
so.
that school's out, you've got all this time on your hands.
Exactly, Jennifer. You're good. So we do have worksheets if you still want to join. So yeah, I have all my, this is so confusing. Okay, I have all my fabrics listed here with their temperatures, what they stand for, and then I have my list of my temperatures. I am just doing the highs and precipitation. Some people are doing highs and lows and precipitation, whatever floats your
That's
boat.
complex.
It is complex. But we have a few people who shared on Facebook. So our first one is Carol. She is doing 2 temperature quilts. This first one is 2024. And as you can see, she's doing both highs and lows and precipitation. Very ambitious. And then this next one is still hers, Carol's, and that's 1954. So I think it's really cool when people do 2, just to kind of compare different weather and, you know, all that sort of stuff. And then we have one from Lori, this one was really cool.
Isn't that pretty?
I love that. And she's doing the highs and lows, it looks like, as well, and the precipitation. I love, like, that
Kind of
softer,
low volume, yeah.
Yeah, softer
Pretty.
look. It's very pretty.
Very pretty.
So if you are joining us, please send us pictures on Facebook. We would love to see them.
Gudrun's doing 2.
Yes.
1964, because it's an important year. HP, there you are.
There you are.
There you are. It's HP's year. And then 24.
Yep. And she was going to do a third one, but I think she's realized maybe she overcommitted. So
My motto, undercommit and overdeliver. That's my
a
motto
great
all the
motto.
time.
So yes, please show us your temperature quilts. They're great.
Yes.
Love them.
Thank you. Love it.
Yeah. All right. So we have a special topic today, one that Colleen is very well versed in. And so she's going to give us a little information.
It's about collage. So I love collage. I love really all things fiber arts, and it allows me to be as fussy or as sort of organic and improv as I want. And so I follow a lot of collage quilters on Facebook, Laura Heine, Emily Taylor, all the collage Facebook groups, because everybody's posting really fun examples and fun ideas. When I talk about collage, I'm really talking about those projects that are more art projects than they are functional objects. It could be a placemat or a wall hanging or a pillow, but I tend to not make bed quilts that are collage because they are not going to hold up through washing. There are just too many fused pieces. They'll start to fray a little bit with that kind of use, and so mine tend to be art quilts. So they can be very simple to very complex, and they can be very realistic to very improv and impressionistic. I got both those words from my Jeff, my husband, who's an artist. I know I hardly ever say impressionistic. Now I'll be saying it all the time. So,
You're so educated.
I'm so educated, yeah. So I'm woke on all things art now. So the first one I want to show you is an example of the from Emily Taylor. That's the cardinal. And look at the cardinal. That's actually a collage, meaning it's a collection of various fabrics cut to a specific size and shape and fused together on a background. If you look closely, you can see that the feet are sort of a black and white textured print, but the overall impact of that, the overall vibe you get is that this is a real cardinal. It's the most realistic of the...
Beautiful.
Isn't that pretty? That's Emily Taylor. She's got a great website in it. She is a great teacher. We'll be doing some teaching and video here at GE, so watch for more to come on that. We'll talk about that too. The next example I have is a mask or a face. Now this is a realistic kind of an image. You recognize that right away as being a face, but the colors and the shapes are very impressionistic. And if you notice the under the eyes, that's that print that is actually coneflowers.
Oh.
Now you can't unsee it now that you know what it is. And then up above her left eye is a butterfly. So this artist has taken lots of fun prints and textures and made a mosaic look or a stained glass look by all of her cutting. So I'll give you a tip on the eyes here. First of all, my husband would say in nature there is no pure black and there is no pure white. So the eyes on here are just right because the whites are a speckle, they're a dotted back on white, so they have that off-white look. And then the black of the eye there is really a gray. It's not black. So just avoid, if you want it to look realistic, avoid white, and black.
That's really interesting.
Next up is the truck, and I love this, and I pulled this one for a couple reasons. I'm getting a nod over here from GP.
He approves.
Also very impressionistic, cool shape. You recognize that right away. This artist has done a lot with fabric, of course, and a lot with stitching. So if you look closely at the grass, that's all stitched.
Wow.
If you look at the texture on the left fender, that's stitched as well. What were you going to say, GP? Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. Look at even the brick under the front tire.
Yeah.
So how cool is this? So this is all fabric and, of course, machine stitching.
Yeah.
Love that. Let's see, what else? And then I have a couple of examples of my own that I'll show on the tabletop. My fish, this is a Laura Heine pattern, and this is called Let's Fish. This is the very first collage I ever did, and I really love it. This was Quilt Minnesota fabric in 2017.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So it's so much fun to make these, and the only thing I knew about this was fish are darker on the back side and lighter on the tummy side.
Huh.
And then they have a horizontal line somewhere in the body, so I just tried to arrange my fabrics to sort of meet there. I followed Jeff's advice on the eye, so this is actually a back from a turtle from that print and a mushroom from that print, so it looks like a real eye. So here is a fish. Now this is, although I would call this impressionistic, it looks more real than, say, the fish that are here, which are batiks, and they are just crazy colors. This is not a fish that you would expect to see, maybe tropical. But this is not a Minnesota fish.
For sure.
Maybe in the tropics.
I guess I don't know if I've seen one with those kind of polka dots.
Exactly. So,
That's so cool.
So I made this when I was doing demos at the Wisconsin show in 2017, and so just a couple things to notice. These are all fussy cut circles from this same print. Isn't that fun?
Wow.
I know. And these are fussy cut up here.
Oh, cool.
These are fussy cut from this print. So the prints start to come alive, and you think, oh, I know what to do with that, and I know what to do with that. This is on a batik background, so I didn't collage the background at all. This is sort of how it came out. So I love collage, and I love it. We're doing more of that.
Yeah.
So we have a new product at GE, and it's really my favorite light table. It's by Caterpillar. Now the Caterpillar light tables, this is called the Caterpillar Glow. It is 13 by 18. The actual light surface is 12 by 16, and this is we have a bigger one as well, which is 19 by 26. So if you do a lot of this, absolutely you're going to love any of these Caterpillars. I'm going to turn this on so you can see. Now, of course, it's not going to look as bright as it looks to us, but here's what I love about this. I can look at this all, you can see by the reflection on my hand that it's really light. I can look at this all night long. And I can look at this all night long or all day long and not hurt my eyes. So it's really easy on my eyes. And I have very light sensitive eyes, so this one is really important.
That's cool. And we have, what, 3 different
We have
products?
3 different products. So this is the glow light table. It's 12 by 16, or I guess 13 by 18 in the whole. It's $109. We have this size in called Glow Premium. And the Glow Premium, let me move this out of the way. The Glow Premium is rechargeable, and that's really handy if you are working in an area where you don't have an extension cord or an easy plug-in.
Yeah.
And then we have the huge guy, the big guy, and that is 19 by 26. That's $229. All of them are excellent. They all have 3 light brightness levels. They all come with a self-healing mat, and they're very, very narrow and flat and easy to tote. And you know what? The prices on these are the best of all the light tables. I've looked at other ones, and the functionality is the best, and the price is the best for the Caterpillar.
And we really like Caterpillar as a brand,
Yes.
too.
Oh, my
They're
gosh.
solid.
Yes.
They're great. So you're making a good choice if you buy Caterpillar.
So if I were taking, I'll just do like a 10-second demo. If I were taking this image and I wanted to turn this into a quote-unquote collage or raillage applique or whatever you want to call it, this is going to be a very simple one. I would lay my steam-a-seam on top of this. This is the right side, so if I really want this to be going in the direction of the image, I would turn it over this way, and I would trace it that way. But it doesn't really matter on my airplane. I can have it flying left to right or right to left. It doesn't really matter. So I've done a couple things. My first step is I think about layers. So I would want to do a layer of white, or even maybe a layer that's got some faces in here. Dog faces, cat faces, kid faces. That would be so fun. And then on top of that, I'll have the body of the airplane. So I'll lay that here. I trace this with a Sharpie because I don't want it to melt into the fabric or any such thing when I do my pressing. Then I move on here. I've got the
Nose.
propeller, the nose and the propeller. And then here's a tip on this wing. I want this wing to be oversized so that I can put the airplane on top of it. So I think about how will I lay these out when I get these cut.
Wow, yeah.
And then this is really just true to size because that one ends up on top of the body of the plane.
That's
So
something-
there's
Yeah, I never would have thought of that.
a
Make it
5-second
oversized.
collage tutorial.
Yeah.
Let's see. So that is the table, and that's a little bit about the process. We'll definitely be doing some videos and have more collage coming.
Yeah, it's a really cool quilting method, and it makes really great stuff.
Yeah,
So-
like this.
Yeah.
So this is the goat. Is this
Gretchen?
Gretchen
Greta?
goat, Greta goat.
Oh,
This
one
is
of these
a panel from
Louis and Irene.
Louis and Irene. Louis
Yeah.
and Irene. And
We have that panel.
We have this panel, and this was so fun and easy to make. And I just turned it into a pillow by doing a crosshatch to hold down all the raw edges. And then I, of course, quilted the backing, did an envelope back, and then bound this. So if you do the overhead for just a second, GP, this is how I quilt my collages. I do it kind of close together so I get as many of the pieces as I can, but I don't do a line around all the pieces. There are just too many pieces, and I would get really bored. So get out your walking foot. I did this, of course, on the Baby Lock Chorus, which is a fabulous machine.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And did I draw all of these? No, I just used the width of my presser foot and went from there.
Oh,
and
smart.
I just love it. Love, love,
Yeah.
love.
So in addition to the goat, we also have some other panels. Right now we just have 3. I think we're getting 2 or 3 more. So this is how they come. So here is like the picture you'll be working with. This is the dog, Lola the dog, I believe.
Isn't that cute?
And then it has
And here's what she'll
fabric
look like.
for you to use on it. And yes, yep. So this is kind of the end result that you might hope for. And it
Now,
comes
I
with
love
all the little
this.
fabric.
Because one of the biggest challenge in collage can be finding all the fabrics that'll go together to make this image. So they've taken all that guesswork out.
Yeah,
So
they do the work
love
for
it. Love it.
And then our other panel at the moment is this no, this is the goat. I
This is the
accidentally
goat.
grabbed the goat.
Oh, well.
We have a sunflower. It's really, really beautiful. I'm super drawn to it.
I am too.
I'm sorry, I grabbed the wrong one.
That's okay.
But yeah, so we have 3 on the website right now. I think we're expecting 2 or 3 more. So yeah, I'm really excited to try it. This came in and I was like, oh my
Yes,
gosh.
yes, so fun, so
So
fun.
yeah, I'll be new to it and Colleen's gonna help me out here.
Absolutely.
Whether
We're
she
on
wants
it.
to or not.
We're on it.
I'll just corner her.
I'm on it.
All right. So our question of the month is, have you ever made a collage quilt? And if so, would you do it again? I understand it's probably not everyone's cup of tea. You know, there's so many different types of quilting that you can do. And so I'm just really interested to hear people's experiences and
Play around with it.
Yeah.
A cup and saucer with a spoon.
yeah, something easy to start out with. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, yeah, by answering that question on Facebook and YouTube, you are entered to win a charm pack for next month's show. So, please answer. All right, GP, do we have any questions?
Have I done French fuse? No, it sounds interesting.
I've never heard of it.
I haven't either, but
Fancy.
if it's French, I'm all over. Get myself a croissant, espresso, and a little French fuse. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
French fuse. Thank you for that.
Who makes those panels?
Yeah, Louis and Irene, right?
Louis and Irene. Yep.
Yeah, and of course, this was the first one I made from a panel like this, and I really love how it turned out. There was plenty of fabric. The pattern was easy to follow,
Yeah.
very well done. So I would say, absolutely, if you're a beginner, this would be a great place to start.
Yeah, and I think the designer's name is Delphine Brooks,
Nice.
I think. So, all right, anything else? That's it? All right. So, thank you all for joining us. Oh, wait, I have some announcements. I'm sorry, getting ahead of myself. All right, so recently, London Calling Out came out. Part 9 came out on Saturday. So if you haven't taken a look, feel free. If you are subscribed.
It's so cool.
It's really cool. The
It's-
quilts coming together.
It's not too late.
Yeah,
to
no.
buy- if you see them and you are intrigued, it's not too late to buy
Exactly.
the stuff.
Yeah,
The
whole
kit for sure, and all the patterns, etc.
Yeah. All right. The tent sale, September 12th through 14th. Gudrun talked about it on the May 14th Tipsy Tuesday, and she'll be discussing it more tomorrow on her Happy Friday show. And then, of course, we have opened up pre-orders for the Stripology Quickies book. It's going to be great. I'm really excited about this. And if you pre-order either digital or the physical book, you do get an immediate PDF download of the Mia pattern.
Love it.
So, and we plan to ship that by August 1st. Unfortunately, we don't have like a definitive date. August 1st is the closest we can get right now. And then lastly, we will be vending at the Great Wisconsin Quilt Show in September. I think it's in Madison. Gudrun won't be teaching any classes, but I do believe she hopes to do a lecture. Maybe 2. I don't know. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and we'll let you guys know for sure when we know.
Absolutely.
So yeah. All right. What was that? Oh, more questions.
Yay. Good.
Can the collage quilt be hand sewn?
Sure.
course.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
a lot more time consuming, but
yeah,
more power to
for
you.
sure. Yes.
Anything else? What does my shirt say? It says support your local library.
All right.
What is that term?
Night shift.
Well, I work part-time at some libraries, so I'm a big supporter of libraries. So they're great resources.
Absolutely.
Anything else? That's it? All right. Let's see. Our next show is different. It will be on July 11th instead of the following week at 9:30. And tomorrow is the Happy Friday show at noon Central Standard Time. So I think that's all we have for today.
Moonlight.
Moonlight. That's the word. I moonlight in a library. Not a librarian, just a shelver.
Oh, gee whiz. There.
Thank
Oh,
you,
yay.
Gail.
Thank you, Gail.
So anyway, that's our show for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and weekend.
Absolutely. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.